Okay, today, freshmen, we're going to take your information and put it into presentation form. The first thing you should do is to open the Google document that you created in Google Classroom on last week with a librarian. You should read through any comments that she has given you. So you see this one, I don't need quotation marks when I'm doing a paraphrase, so I'm going to modify my paraphrase by removing what's not needed. And double checking that everything else is as it should be. I have complete facts, I have 2 facts for each source, my citation is correct, and all that. When I'm ready to create my project to present my information, I need to go to a website called Infogr.am. Notice the spelling of it has a period right in the center of it. You should log in using your Google account. If you push the G+ button, you can log in using your school account. And I've already created something with this account, so you see my name is already at the top, but I'm ready to create something new today. So I'm going to click this blue infographic or report, and I have a few options to choose from. I'm just going to choose boring gray. It will give me a few things in my template that I don't need. So for example, I have no use for this graph. If I hover my mouse over it, I can delete things I don't need. I will have use for this quote box here in a second. I do have a title that I'll want to type in, so I'll leave that. I am ready to start typing on this. I'm going to double click to type in my title. Make sure I spell it right. And I need to give myself credit for doing this. So on the right hand side, I can add things to this infographic. I'm going to include a subtitle with my name. Let's say I don't want it positioned here. I can click and drag it to where I do want it, which is right above this thing. All right. I need to tell my teacher what my research question is, so that's why I like this quote. And then I am ready to add my 6 facts. Again, on the right-hand side, I can add text, and in this instance, I want to add body text since it's a paraphrase. So if I go back to my Google Docs, here's my paraphrase from my book. I will copy and paste it. I also need to give credit to this source, so I'm not going to forget my in-text citation. This is Grace, page 56. I have 6 of these total I need to do, so I would continue adding body text 6 different times, making sure to include an in-text citation for each one. At the end, I need to include all of my works cited, so I will again do a separate body text and go back to my Google and copy and paste all of my correct MLA citations. I gave many of you some suggestions on how to tweak your citations. A lot of the websites had duplicate information that needed to be changed, so make sure your citations are correct before you copy and paste them. These look just fine, so I am ready to do that. Oops. You will have 3 citations total because you have 3 different sources. I'm just going to do 2 to show you how to do it. At this point, my infographic is kind of blah. It needs some kind of picture to make it better. So on the right-hand side, I can add a picture, and I can either upload one that I find on the internet, I can insert the URL from the picture, or if I click on these 2 dots, that searches Flickr for me, which is copyright-free pictures, which is good in this instance. If I search tornado and I scroll down just a little bit, let's say I like this picture, and I can double click and it will add it. And again, if I don't want it at the bottom, I can drag it to where I do want it. At this point, I'm satisfied with my infogram, and I can send it off to my teacher for grading. I will publish it And if I am in 4th or 7th hour, this is the link I will copy and paste into the Google Classroom assignment. If I am in 1st, 3rd, or 6th, I am going to email this to Miss Wallace, making sure that I get her email right. This is your goal, freshmen, to have this done by the end of class today. If you get stuck or need to work on this outside of class, I put these directions on our research page. If you would like to look for other pictures from different sources, these 2 places would have free pictures. You could also do Google Image Advanced Search. I have a sample infogram that I've created just so you can see that you have your survival topic, you have your question, and you have your 6 facts. All of them have in-text citations. I have my works cited with my 3 sources and then my 1 picture. Okay, so if you need a very rough template of what you're including, it would be something like this.